In this video, you'll see real aviation accidents caught on camera. Moments where a normal flight turns into a plane crash in seconds. These clips are intense, but the goal here isn't shock. It's to understand what went wrong, how fast things can escalate, and what can be learned from each event. Watch closely, listen to the details, and share your thoughts in the comments. What moment surprised you most? Viewer discretion is advised. On June 19, 2011, at the Barraba Airshow in Barraba, New South Wales, Australia, a biplane crashed just after midday during its landing. According to reports, the aircraft hit the ground hard on touchdown, then nosed over and ran off the runway, sending the pilot to hospital with injuries. On June 27, 1993, a Douglas B-26 Invader, My Mary Lou, crashed during takeoff from an airshow at Greater Kankakee Airport in Kankakee, Illinois. The right engine lost power shortly after liftoff, and when the pilot tried to feather the right propeller, it would not feather, so the aircraft could not maintain altitude and went down just off the runway. Both occupants survived with minor injuries.
This is the passersby right here. The right engine just gave out. No kidding.
He goes.
On January 27, 2011, a twin-engine Embraer EMB 810C had an accident at Pauini Aerodrome in Amazonas, Brazil. During the landing roll, the right main wheel dropped into a runway hole covered by rainwater, and the right landing gear collapsed. The right propeller struck the ground, but all 7 people on board were uninjured.
Deus do céu! Não!
On 21 July 1996, a de Havilland Mosquito crashed near Barton Aerodrome in Manchester, England during an air display. Investigators found a temporary loss of power from the left engine during a steep climbing wingover led to loss of control and impact in nearby woodland, killing both crew members.
Oh dear. Oh no.
We don't like that.
Oh shit.
Get it back under control. Ladies and gentlemen,
In 2012, a video shared online shows a Guepy ultralight making a hard landing and then porpoising down the runway. After several bounces, the nose gear collapses, the nose drops, and the propeller strikes the runway as the aircraft slides to a stop with heavy damage. In the discussion around the clip, no serious injuries are reported.
Descendez vite.
descendez, là c'est bon, il n'y a pas le feu.
C'est bon?
Calmez-vous là, c'est bon.
Ok.
On s'est planté.
Allez. Commençons là.
Bougez pas, n'ayez pas peur. C'est
bon,
bon.
ça va. Oh la vache. Oh le truc. Ça va?
Merci.
Pas blessé?
Moi ça va.
Une magnifique chute. Ça va? Oh, ça va être un sacré souvenir ça.
Non.
Putain.
Ça va?
Ça va, j'ai connu.
Excusez-moi. Hein.
Non, y a pas de souci. Bon, ça me fait un souvenir de fou. Bah, il y a qu'il n'y a pas de blessés.
On April 25, 2011, a Cessna 172M Skyhawk made an emergency landing on Highway 10 in Quebec, Canada, near Granby, between L'Ange Gardien and Granby, heading toward Sherbrooke. The pilot landed on the highway due to engine problems during the flight. All 4 people on board were uninjured, and the aircraft was not damaged.
On a des problèmes avec notre moteur, on est vertical l'autoroute 10, on va atterrir sur l'autoroute 10 à la hauteur entre le jardin et avec les fils.
C'est pas des chambres.
La ténèbre. Écoute, nous allons être de répéter. On trouve ça.
Good job. Good job. Yeah, good job. Good job, man.
Écoute, nous allons être de l'information trafic, j'ai atterri sur l'autoroute 10, j'ai besoin de déplacer.
Ça sur le bord.
Ouais. Appelle 911.
On August 10th, 2013, near Killeen, Texas, an experimental aircraft suffered a partial loss of engine power shortly after takeoff from Skylark Field Airport while turning onto the crosswind leg. The pilot chose not to attempt to return to the runway and made a forced landing in a wooded area, where the aircraft struck trees and both wings were structurally damaged. The pilot was not injured, and there was no fire.
Camera. Oh, cool. Hey, it's still recording. Hi, everybody. You survived a plane crash. Oh, man. You're on camera. You're right?
Bro, I have chops, I swear.
On December 8, 2025, a small twin-engine Beechcraft 55 attempted an emergency landing on southbound Interstate 95 near Cocoa, Florida, and struck a Toyota Camry. The driver suffered minor injuries, while the pilot and passenger were unhurt. The pilot had reported engine issues before the landing attempt.
I'm not even joking, a small plane just crashed onto a car in the highway.
And I have it on my...
And you have it on video?
Holy
Oh my goodness.
On December 27, 2019, Bek Air Flight 2100 crashed shortly after takeoff from Almaty International Airport in Almaty, Kazakhstan. The aircraft came down beyond the runway, broke through the perimeter fence, and struck a building near the airport. The final investigation concluded the crash began with an asymmetric loss of wing lift, most likely caused by ground icing on the aircraft. On January 23, 2020, a Coulson Aviation C-130 Hercules was fighting fires in New South Wales, Australia, near Peak View. After a retardant drop, it entered a climbing left turn and then lost control. Investigators cited dangerous low-level winds and wind shear as key factors, and all 3 crew members were killed. On December 20, 2016, Aerosucre Flight 157, a Boeing 727 cargo flight, overran the runway during takeoff from Germán Olano Airport in Puerto Carreño, Colombia. After striking obstacles beyond the runway, the aircraft briefly became airborne but then lost control and crashed several kilometers from the airport, killing 5 of the 6 people on board. Investigators cited inadequate takeoff planning and performance calculations, including excessive takeoff weight, incorrect takeoff speeds and rotation technique, and failure to properly account for a tailwind.
Apúrale, Juancho.
Ya.
Fírmalo todo lo que pueda, Juancho.
Le toca.
Uy, qué peligro, mano.
Pero que aterriza aquí.
Uy, marica, el avión se cayó, huevón.
No, a lo último sí, después también toca aterrizar acá, güey.
No, ese avión ya va a doblar es para allá, huevón, en vez de doblar para acá.
Que viene hablando. Uy, Dios mío, mano. Uy, se vino para acá, Néstor, marica.
No, vámonos. No, para acá, huevón. No me importa a mí.
Uy, no, marica, se vino para acá, huevón.
Está botando combustible, es combustible. Está botando combustible.
Va, dio la vuelta, uy.
Está botando combustible. No, está botando combustible para que cuando se caiga no se joda. Se tocó, marica.
Uy, se volteó, se cayó, marica. Uy,
Fírmelo,
Dios.
fírmelo.
Dios, se cayó, mano.
Uy, se mató toda la gente, marica.
Uy, Dios mío. Uy, parece una mentira esta mierda, mano.
Vamos para allá, vamos para allá, vamos para allá.
No, marica, ¿para dónde?
No te metas unos cabos para la gente, huevón.
Uy, se cayó ese avión, mano. Se cayó ese avión, Dios mío.
On March 23, 2009, FedEx Express Flight 80, a cargo MD-11, crashed while landing at Narita International Airport near Tokyo, Japan. In strong, gusty winds, the aircraft touched down hard, bounced, then the landing gear failed and the jet flipped over and caught fire. The investigation cited an unstable landing with improper flare and excessive control inputs during the bounce, with the challenging wind conditions contributing. Both pilots were killed. On January 10, 2010, United Airlines Flight 634 from Chicago to Newark made an emergency landing at Newark Liberty International Airport in New Jersey. The right main landing gear did not fully extend, and the Airbus A319 touched down partially gear up, scraping along the runway before stopping. The cause was a mechanical failure in the right main landing gear door actuator, and everyone evacuated with no serious injuries reported.
Nice.
Airport's closed now.
You did pretty good with that, huh?
I can't zoom in either.
Look, can you zoom in? Nice landing, man.
The gear ain't down. Right side landing gear never came down.
Wow! You guys got this on video? Yeah, but I can't get a fucking closer angle.
Oh, they're gonna pass it.
I can't see the fucking thing. It's too my camera.
Hey, here! Go, forget about it.
Holy shit!
You got on video?
Yeah, but I can't get that close to it though.
Watch it, Henry.
Hey, that's a beautiful landing, man.
Everybody's down.
Yo, that was quick.
On June 9, 2007, an ultralight aircraft flying locally from Carcans in Gironde, southwest France, suffered an engine power loss and made a forced landing in a field near the Medoc coast. On touchdown, the nose landing gear collapsed, the aircraft flipped over, and the occupants got out without serious injuries, although the aircraft was badly damaged.
ta ceinture?
Voilà, ouais. Enfin, ça choque un peu, hein. J'ai pris un brin là, mais c'est pas grave, non?
Ok, assis-toi.
Ça va la gueule et tout?
Ouais.
On September 27, 2018, a two-seat micro-aviation Bantam B-22J ultralight crashed during a sightseeing flight over Blyde River Canyon near Hoedspruit in Mpumalanga, South Africa. The incident happened after the engine lost power, forcing an emergency landing that ended in a crash. There were no fatalities and the occupants survived.
Okay, just stay where you are.
On June 11, 2017, a home-built Wittman Tailwind microlight took off from a private grass strip near Pukekohe, south of Auckland, New Zealand. Soon after, the pilot turned back to land on the same strip. The landing was too fast. The aircraft overran the end, went onto Runciman Road, and overturned. On March 9, 2014, a Fisher Celebrity biplane had a landing accident at the Tyabb Airshow at Tyabb Aerodrome in Victoria, Australia. During the landing, it bounced and then ran off the runway, breaking through the boundary fence beyond the airfield. The pilot was not injured, but the aircraft was heavily damaged.